Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, Think Tankers? Welcome to another Wednesday of Short Shifts. As you know, our Short Shifts episodes are sponsored by our boy at Skate Tech. Skate Tech skate sharpening and equipment repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
Every time you talk that one thing, blade profiling, I think of Along Came Polly.
Yes, that is why I say it that way. That is literally why I say it that way. Alligator wrestling.
Skydiving.
So good.
Oh, Sandy Lau. True Hollywood story. Anyways, it's Short Shifts. What's up, everybody? We got Vex here. My name is Toph, and we are going to talk some hockey today. Jeff Lavecchio has no idea what the topic is going to be today or any of our Wednesday Short Shift podcast. And should he choose to accept on this magic carpet ride with myself, we're going to have some fun today. Vex, you ready to rock and roll? Accept. Okay, so this comes from with our Youth Hockey Blueprint. Every Tuesday we do a coaches call. So all of the organizations that we work with, every one of their coaches has the ability to come on this coaches call, and we'll pick a specific topic and we'll talk some hockey. We'll share ideas, collaborate, all that kind of stuff. And so for the last one that we just did, I watched Brad Marchand and Alexander Barkov shifts from Game 5 in the Stanley Cup Final. And Alexander Barkov created 17 turnovers. 17 turnovers in uno game, one game. Marchand, not too far, like his stick battles and stick pressure, all that stuff, just absolutely elite and absolutely insane. And I think it's really cool. And you get to just focus in on one player. And so I focused in on both those guys. And man, Barkov, it was absolutely ridiculous. So today what I want to talk about is stick battles. And I don't think we've talked about stick battles before, but it's such a huge part of the game. It's such a huge part of the game. And, you know, the game has gone a little bit away from like checking to create a turnover. There certainly still is a big part of that, but a lot of it is stick battles now. A ton of it is stick battles. And so let's talk about stick battles. How do you win them? How do you win them when you're going into a stick battle? What are some things that you should be cognizant of? Vex, you're big on stick. Let's go.
I mean, leverage. You got to think about leverage.
Grandpa Scott, R.I.P.
And baby, I got Grandpa right there tattooed on me. Leverage is everything. Grandpa always used to say that to me. With everything in life, like we're business, obviously the gym, the ice, everything. But like you got to learn about leverage. You got to learn about where to push down on a stick with your stick so that they can't lift up. Where to lift up if you're trying to lift up. I remember when I was playing with Rochester when I got traded to the Panthers, and one of the coaches came down from Florida and was showing me in the locker. I'm like, hey, like I love when you go to the net. When you go to the net, like do this. And it was just like leaning on my stick like a tripod kind of when I was like trying to be in front. And he's like, you're standing up tall. And he's like, and he's pushing on me. He's like, look how easy it is for me to move you. He's like, when you're just standing and trying to be more of a screen and a decoy, like tripod, lean on your stick a little bit. And then he tried to move me and he couldn't. And I was like, oh my God, duh. Like so simple, but like, even though it's a simple quote unquote skill of the game that you're working on, like if you do it a little bit smarter, it's more efficient, more effective. So you got to think about leverage. Also, what you're talking about, I'm sure, is like, what was it, Game 5 where Marshy put his stick down and the guy couldn't get to the puck. And if you're a true hockey fan, I'm sure you've seen, I was on YouTube like 15 years ago. I'm looking at it right now. One of these says 17 years ago. And it was a guy getting out on the ice with Datsuk, and it was showing him playing keep away. But for half the keep away, he wasn't stick handling the puck. He was playing a stick battle, keep away. Like, I'm not going to let this guy's stick get near the puck. And I remember watching that while I was playing pro, and I was like, holy shit, like this is so much easier than me trying to rely on my hands. I can, try and outsmart a guy and just not let his stick get around the puck, which is, just next level. You're gamifying the game. You're thinking next level and making it easier on yourself.
100%, man. I lived on stick battles, and it's even funny. Like, I'm a little older now, a little older, as you like to say, Mr. 1 month younger than me.
Almost 40, dude. You're basically dead.
Basically dead. Yes. And it's so funny when I go into like little battles in the corner in men's league with like guys that are half my age, the college players and stuff. I'll beat them every time. I'll beat them every single, and they get so pissed because I'm like this small older guy, like every time. But leverage is a big part of it, and that's why I think being small is an advantage in those situations, because my center of gravity already is a lot lower than the other players, and then when I get low, like you can't beat me on my stick. Right. You can't. And I'm not the strongest player in the world, but like you can't. It's leverage and it's smarts. And for me, like with stick battles, the only way you can get better at them is reps. You just have to have the reps. And so like you said with the Datsuk, I was going to bring that up too. Play keep away. Keep away is, man, people don't play keep away anymore. How often did we play keep away? Like that's like all we did after practice.
And we've talked about it on the podcast so many times where like that's such a great way to start your practice. That's such a great way to engage everybody, get everybody all fired up, and starting with the competition while working on necessary skills.
Yeah. And like even back in the day, right? Like after practice, like coach blows the whistle in college, and how many players would just play keep away, and you'd have keep away competitions.
It's like the most fun thing ever. Like,
yeah,
just there's times where I would just play that for 5 straight minutes. 5 straight minutes of keep away is really tiring.
It is 100%. 100%. But yeah, so like stick battles and like the leverage stick, but like, yeah, you get better at them in reps. And the other thing too, and Barry Smith taught me this a lot when I was out on the ice with him. A lot of times in stick battles, it's not necessarily like when people think of like 50-50 races, like there's a 50-50 to go get a puck. It's not a race to the puck. It's a race to space. So you want to get inside that player's hands that you're going to and kind of get under their stick and take their hands away before you get to the puck. So let's say the puck is 15 feet ahead. You want to beat that guy to space 7 feet ahead of where you're at, right? Eliminate their hands. And that way you have better leverage and you have a better angle at the puck for that battle than anything else. And so I think that's a big part of it too.
And part of that too is like getting in front of the guy, body positioning. The sooner you can get in front of them, guys can't skate through you. So just getting your body positioning in a better spot to protect the puck is massive for helping the stick and the puck battle. And my daughter is grabbing my headphones and microphone right now. If it's making noise, I'm sorry, guys. Wifey had to go get her workout on, so I got baby girl for the last part of this short shifts episode. So
all right. So what a little cutie. What a little cutie patootie. Okay. So with that too, I think, you look at it, I feel like you should be teaching this in a lot of different situations. So like, I feel like it became like a really big thing development wise to like start a drill with like a takeaway. So you start a drill and you go, and I don't necessarily, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. Like you don't start it with the puck on your stick. You have to go and you have to take it off a coach's stick first before you start the rep for a drill. And that's a little bit harder in like a team practice maybe. But certainly when you're doing like individual or small group type skill stuff, like having the ability to win a stick battle to start to get the puck rather than starting with on your stick it could be a value add too, right?
I love it. I remember we were doing that with Bears. My first year where I retired, 2018, we started incorporating that a lot. And I definitely noticed that we were kind of winning more of those like little races for the puck as the season went on, once we started adding those into the drills.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think some people I watch it on Instagram, they go a little bit overboard with it. But I think the thought that counts.
Right.
But stick battle is such a huge part of the game. Get that leverage, do a lot of reps, play a lot of keep away. It's going to make you a better hockey player for sure. And we all say goodbye. Have a great rest of your week. Sophie Taylor Lavecchio, STL are the initials.
Share the show. She says share the show.
All right, share the show, guys.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.